What is up, awesome people, and welcome back to another Wi-Fi Wednesday shenanigans! Alrighty, for those of you who have followed the Wi-Fi Wednesday series for a long time now, would know that I haven't done ranking battles now for a very long time in a universe far away, probably. But yes, it's been a very long time, and at the same time I did promise you guys a double upload since Wi-Fi Wednesday had been delayed for an extremely long time, longer than I actually expected. But anyways, we've got a few battles to get through tonight, and yes, these are going to be quite intense, especially like the first one, since I kind of went into this first battle thinking, why not humor everyone on live stream? I haven't done like a ranking battle for a long time, so let's do it. So this is the shenanigans, so without further ado, let's just jump into them. When I hit the play button, of course. But anyways, here we go. This is the first ranking battle that I have done for Pokemon Sun and Moon, and this is for doubles only. This is not VGC 17, so this does include Pokebank Pokemon as well. However, this first battle was done before Pokebank came out, so therefore it'll be all low index Pokemon, but the battles after that will be a little bit different. Anyways, here we got the Porygon 2 lead and the Hariyama lead, along with my Slowbro and my Hariyama lead. So we got the Hariyama mirror lead here, so they're going to swap out their Hariyama there, thinking I had Psychic or something, or Size Shock on my Slowbro, which is not the case. I am not carrying any Psychic type moves, which I'm not too sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing. But anyways, I'm going to Mega Evolve into my Slowbro here, and at the same time, I kind of was pondering if that Porygon 2 was a Trick Room lead, or if it was a conversion, a Z conversion Porygon 2, which is quite nasty as well, which tend to converse into a Ghost type Pokemon, which make them immune to Fighting type Pokemon, which is kind of bad for my particular Pokemon here. So I think I actually went Scald here. I didn't see Trick Room get set up because I was kind of thinking they were going to set up Trick Room, which in most cases that kind of happens, but this time I kind of mispredicted. But I did predict right there. Was predicting a electric type move coming from the Magnezone. They went for the Volt Switch onto my Slowbro, which I swapped out for the Mudsdale, which is of course immune to electric type moves, and yes, English just kind of disappeared for a second there. Anyways, I did Oko the Magnezone there with close combat, which was quite surprising. I was actually expecting it to have Sturdy, but that was not the case, and there is a Trick Room from the Porygon 2. So what ended up happening there was, instead of helping them out, they actually helped me out because I knew that was coming, which I didn't set it up. So this is going to be really interesting. So here comes Drampa. So Drampa is quite a scary Pokemon. It's not quite top usage in a per se, but it is really decent. So I got the critical hit there on the Drampa, which makes a huge difference, and I didn't know it learned Energy Ball at the time, so I'm like, oh, that is not good. And I got the special defensive drop, which is bad because I'm running Assault Vest, so it just negated my Assault Vest. Good thing though, it is Life Orb, so I can slowly start losing its HP, and I go for the close combat there, destroying the Porygon 2 there thanks to Guts with the Flame Orb on the Hariyama. And I'm going to lose my defense, special defense as well. So I'm at like -2, I do believe. I could be at -3. I can't remember if I did close combat on the... No, I did. I'm at -2. Never mind. Anyways, they're going to send back in their own Hariyama. So without a doubt, this is probably going to go for Fake Out if it is the Flame Orb Gut set. If not, then, well, it wouldn't have gone for that. But anyways, it was the Fake Out set, so that's going to do a lot of damage to my Hariyama thanks to the -2 in defense. Going for another Rock Slide there on my Mudsdale, bringing the Drampa down to about mid-yellow. Berserk kitting because it's below the quarter range, raising its special attack. And that's going to go for a Draco Meteor, which is really scary once the Berserk goes up. So this is instead of being a -2, it will be a -1 because of the Berserk boost. And at the same time, it didn't really matter there because I had -2 in special defense. So they were going to kill me regardless of what negative they were on. So Flame Ball kicks into the opponent's Hariyama, and I'm probably going to kill this Drampa because I'm going to outspeed with Mudsdale or Slowbro. So the Drampa is going to go for the Protect here, so it's going to stick around for one more turn, and I went for Ice Beam, so that's not going to work. And I went for High Horsepower onto the Hariyama. So this is probably not going to kill because Hariyama is an absolute beast when it comes to bulk in regards to HP, and its defense is somewhat decent as well. So Burn is slowly killing that Hariyama as well, but the next turn that Hariyama will go down to a High Horsepower from Mudsdale. The Drampa tried to go for the double protect there, but it failed. So that's game over for Drampa as Ice Beam just takes it to the face and faints. And I thought I was going to say something funny there, but it just didn't happen. But anyways, High Horsepower there on the Hariyama, and that's Hariyama saying good night and GG with the critical hit there, which made no difference whatsoever. But anyways, that is the first ranked battle, which, as I said, I kind of just did on a whims there, thinking, you know what, I'd humor everyone on a live stream, and I actually won. Which was blew me out of the water, of course. I wasn't expecting that. Especially with this particular first team, I was kind of just jumping in thinking, you know what? I don't know what this team's going to do. Anyways, here is the second battle. Now, this was after Pokemon came out. As you can probably see here, we've got the Heatran and the Mega Kangaskhan. Yes, that is a Mega Kangaskhan. And at the same time, in the back, I do believe they had Landorus, Theranform, and Cresselia was their other two Pokemon. So just seeing that was like, oh boy, Chalk T has made a bit of a return here. So wasn't expecting Kangaskhan to come back, considering the nerf that Mega Kangaskhan had from going from 50% on the second hit down to 25%. But regardless, it's still here, so this is going to be really interesting. Alright, so here's my second ranked battle for Pokemon Sun and Moon. So I'm going to lead again with the Slowbro and Hariyama. This team is actually referred to as the Harry Bro or the Harry Tree team for the reason that the core revolves around Slowbro and Executor as my main Pokemon. So they're going to lead with the Heatran and the Tapu Koko. So Heatran floats on the air balloon, which is to be expected. Luckily, it doesn't have Sugarberry because that's a really annoying item to have, or Choppleberry on the occasion to have. I don't know, I've seen Choppleberry Heatrans before. It's just weird. Anyways, I'm going to go for the Fake Out here on the Tapu Koko. Again, I don't want my Slowbro dying on turn 1 without setting up my Trick Room. If I can't get the Trick Room up, then it's kind of game over for me. So the Heatran's going for Flash Cannon. Wow, can't speak English tonight. Heatran went for Flash Cannon, thinking I had thick Sat most likely. So that's going to do a little bit under half damage there to Hariyama. Hariyama sets up the Flame Orb there, so Guts kicks in. I go for Scald there, which is going to do a decent amount to Heatran there, because Heatran can be quite special defensive as well. And considering I have no special attack investment at all on Slowbro, that is really decent. I go for Poison Jab there, taking out the Tapu Koko in one hit, which is absolutely bloody brilliant, because I hate seeing Tapu Koko in every single fight. It's like, oh, good grief. Anyways, Flash Cannon there on the Hariyama is going to bring me down just a bit above the red there. Burn will take me down to the red, however, so I'm living quite badly here. The next Pokemon is going to be the Kangaskhan, so I'm like, probably a Fake Out coming my way without a doubt. I'm just willing, well actually, sorry, I'm going to swap out my Hariyama here and go into my Mudstale. Try and get the stamina boost up on my Mudstale to raise my defense. This is an Assault Vest Mudstale with max health, max attack, and the remaining 4 in defense, I do believe. I think that's where I invested it, otherwise it's special defense. So Mega Kangaskhan there, totally didn't expect that coming. So Sucker Punch actually came away, so that was really interesting. I honestly thought it was going to go for the Fake Out, so either way, that was a free turn, I guess. So Heatran also goes down to the Skull, which is excellent because they're a pain in the rear side as well to go up against with things like Heat Wave and all that. So Tapu Lele comes on the field, and I'm like, this is interesting because Psychic Surge prevents all priority moves, which means Kangaskhan can no longer use Sucker Punch, can't use like Fake Out if it wants to swap out, which I don't think it can by this point. Things like that just prevent it from really working the way that Kangaskhan does. So Heavy Slam here is going to absolutely demolish Tapu Lele, which is I think it's like the second most used Pokemon in doubles. So that was really cool. So all that's left now is a Kangaskhan, which is going to go for a turn, which is going to do absolutely nothing to Slowbro because of its pure bulk it has. And with that, they're going to forfeit. There's not really much else Kangaskhan could do. I still had all 4 Pokemon on my side of the field. I still had Kangaskhan, it's not Kangaskhan. Hariyama, which I could have swapped back in, gone for the Fake Out, would have come very close to dying with the Flame Orb, but I still would have had one more turn to go for a close combat if they didn't attack. No, they wouldn't have because I flinched. And I still had Vigor Volt on the side as well, which I hadn't brought out. So that was excellent. That felt really good and very revigorating to actually beat that team. But anyways, this is the battle that I did today, just before recording this Wi-Fi Wednesday. And this is the most fun that I've had in a Wi-Fi battle in a very long time. This had me shaking about midway. So let's just jump into the shenanigans to see what actually went down. Alright, so as I said, this one happened today. So I have everything in my mind still, which is awesome. And at the same time, this team was almost exact mirror of my own team, which made me quite shivering away too, because it's like anything can happen here. So anyways, they're going to lead with the Trevenant and the Hariyama lead. I'm going to lead with the Executor and Hariyama. The other entrance they could have gone with is Slowbro and Hariyama, and I could have had gone with Slowbro and Hariyama as well, which was quite interesting. So I win the speed tie there, go for the Fake Out the Hariyama, if they went Fake Out, that is. And luckily, I have Flamethrower on Executor alone form, so I can go for that on the Trevenant, which is going to do just over half damage there, and I get the burn as well, which is awesome. And predicted they were going to go for the Trick Room, because obviously it's a Trick Room team. So it was Trick Room versus Trick Room team, which was really fun. So I had to predict they were going to go for Trick Room for this to work and obviously beat the speed ties there with the Hariyama's going Fake Out. Obviously the opponent went for Fake Out, of course. So we both have Flame Orb, which means 3 Pokemon on the field, a bird, which is awesome. So of course I'm going to win in the speed there thanks to Trick Room with a low Executor. So Trevenant goes down, so that made absolutely pretty much no difference on the battle except for setting up Trick Room. So I luckily go second to the Hariyama. I'm assuming it's running a Brave Nature as well and all that. So because it went first, it got the -1 in defense, which means I could go off and hit that Hariyama, OHKO that, and then die to Burn Orb. So that was bloody awesome. That was about the only time I actually was quite thankful to lose the speed tie. So there we have a 3 Pokemon KO that turn. That was absolutely unreal. So next up they have Vikavolt and they have Marowak, a Alolan form coming out. My next Pokemon to come out is my Primarina. So I think this might be the first time we're seeing Primarina as well for Wi-Fi Wednesday. So this is excellent. I kind of have the advantage here, except for like Bug Buzz maybe from the Vikavolt. But I think they were more or less going to target my Primarina. So I went for the Protect here. And thank God I did, because they went for a Z Electrium. So this is going to be Electrium on the Thunderbolt, I think. Just guessing here. So what happened is when Z-moves get used on Pokemon using Protect, the damage gets decreased by 50%. Though judging from the damage, if it's hitting me about, close to max, I probably would have lived the full-blown Electrium Z move if I didn't Protect, just judging from that damage, because I am running special defensive EVs as well as the special attack investment. So I go for Draco Meteor here onto the Marowak, and thanks to its max health, max attack, Brave Nature, and all the shazazzles that Marowak runs, it does live quite badly in the orange, very close to red. And that's going to OHKO my Executor with Flare Blitz. And I think off the top of my head with the damage calculations on the Executor, I think it's 101% to 106% damage to Executor from the Flare Blitz Brave Marowak with 252 EVs. Which is quite impressive. So I just killed, unfortunately. So Mudsdale is my last Pokemon coming to the field. So Rockslide is going to take out the Marowak. So that goes down. And from here, I'm like, yeah, I'm going to die to Thunderbolt here because I think it's very close to killing my Primarina if it's a 252 quiet-natured Vikavolt. So that goes down. But I have Mudsdale left, which is a Assault Vest. And it's not really much that a Vikavolt could really do to Mudsdale. I think it does learn Energy Ball, but even then, I'm going to OHKO it from that range with a Rock Slide. And with that, that's GG. And as I said, that was an absolute blast to play because between the predictions and the speed ties going in my favor, if they didn't, that would have been a completely different battle, and I think the opponent would have actually won, in my honest opinion. But anyways, guys, that is it for tonight's video. I hope you guys enjoyed the ranking battles. As I said, this will be more of a continuous thing, the whole ranking battle thing. I'm having an absolute blast playing through ranking at the moment. So as I said in the last video, there's probably a good chance that you'll see more of this team a little bit more because I'm in the process of breeding the next team, and because it's the start of a brand new generation, I don't have all my breeding partners just yet, so breeding's just a little bit on the slow side at the moment. So hopefully I can kick my ass into gear, get that team bred up and get some battles, and then we'll move on to another team. Otherwise, I kind of hope you guys enjoy this particular team. But anyways, that's all I gotta say, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the return of Wi-Fi Wednesday. I've done a few more assets for the series as well, and expect the series to kind of change over time as well in regards to its look and how it feels. I'm kind of trying to improve Wi-Fi Wednesday as it is, as well as a few other series as well of mine. So anyways, until next time, this is Lady KrimZen saying ciao for now, but not forever. Ciao.